Good morning. We'll just give folks a minute to come in from the waiting room. As a reminder, when you are entering from the waiting room, please do remain on mute unless or until you are appearing before the board. Good morning. This is a hearing before the licensing board for the city of Boston. Today is Wednesday, October 26th, 2022. Today's meeting is being held pursuant to temporary amendments to the open meeting law. That is what allows us to meet virtually. Today's hearing is being recorded and will be posted to the city of Boston's website. As one matter of housekeeping, just as an announcement, due to a scheduling conflict, this week's voting hearing for the licensing board will be taking place this afternoon, today, October 26th at 1 p.m. Notice has been posted to the city of Boston's website. Before I review procedural matters, I will introduce Chairwoman Kathleen Joyce.
Good morning. My name is Kathleen Joyce. I'm chair of the Boston Licensing Board, and I am pleased to be joined by Commissioner Kiana Saxon and Commissioner Liam Curran today.
Thank you. As a reminder, please do mute yourself unless you're appearing before the board. Please ensure that your audio and visuals are working properly. I will call each item in the order that it appears on this morning's agenda. I will then ask who is present on behalf of the applicant. You'll make a brief presentation regarding your proposal, followed by questions by the chair and commissioners. Following questions, there will be testimony beginning with elected officials or their representatives. Please limit your testimony to 2 minutes and please state your name, address, and affiliation, if any. Begin with item number 1 on this morning's agenda, calling Tate Holdings LLC, doing business as Tate Bakery and Cafe, located at 125 High Street. The applicant has applied for a common victualler license to be exercised on the above first floor ground level cafe consisting of service counter area, barista service counter, dining room, back room with kitchen, washing, storage, restroom, outdoor seasonal patio March to November on private property with 47 seats, same hours as the cafe. Manager Megan Kittinger, hours of operation 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Attorney Daniel Brennan. Attorney Brennan, are you with us?
Yeah, I'm here. Thank you. My name's Daniel Brennan with DPB Design, 50 Holt Road, Andover. I'm here for a new non-alcohol common victualler license for Tate Bakery and Cafe, 125 High Street. The space was formerly, I guess, a cozy restaurant. Our space is 4,600 square feet on the first floor, ground level. 150 interior seats and 47 exterior seasonal patio seats. Proposed hours are 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. 7 days a week. Planned opening is sometime early December, hopefully. We met with a neighborhood association, a butters meeting, ran a news ad. Thank you for having us.
Thank you very much. Chairman Joyce, do you have any questions?
Thank you, Danny. I don't have any questions at this time.
Commissioners Curran or Saxon?
No questions, thank you.
None for me, thank you.
Thank you. Are there any individuals who would like to testify on this matter, beginning with elected officials or their representatives?
Good morning, Madam Chair, members of the board. I'm Sarah D'Amico with the Mayor's Office of Neighborhood Services. The applicant did complete the community process. There was an abutters meeting held September 27th at 6 p.m. They did meet with the civic groups and they had a letter of support from the Wharf District Council. At this time, our office would like to defer to the board's judgment. Thank you.
Good morning, Madam of the Chair, members of the board. Ana Calderon from Council President Flink's office. The councilor would like to go on record in support. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any other individuals who would like to testify on this matter? Board will take this matter under advisement. Thank you. Calling item number 2, CHSP TRS Boston 2 LLC, doing business as the Hyatt Regency Boston, located at 1 Avenue de Lafayette. Holder of an in-holder all alcoholic beverages license has petitioned to change the manager of the licensed business from Gregory Nomura to Crisaldo Thomas, who is present on behalf of the licensee.
Good morning, Madam Chair, members of the board. Elizabeth Pisano from Upton, Connell, and Devlin on behalf of the applicant. With me this morning is the proposed manager of record, Crisaldo Thomas. Crisaldo is a U.S. citizen, a Massachusetts resident, and is familiar with the rules and regulations relating to the sale and service of alcohol. He's tip certified and has 22 years of experience in the hospitality industry, and we're happy to answer any additional questions you may have.
Thank you, Attorney. I'm just looking on the screen for Mr. Thomas. If he could just take himself off mute and introduce himself so that he pops up for me.
Yeah, good morning. Crisaldo Thomas, General Manager of the Hyatt Regency Boston.
Thank you, Mr. Thomas. Thank you for joining us. And your attorney answered the manager of record questions for me. At this time, I don't have any questions. Commissioner Curran or Commissioner Saxon, do you?
No questions, thank you.
None for me, thank you.
Thank you. Are there any individuals who would like to testify on this matter, beginning with elected officials or their representatives? Are there any other individuals who would like to testify on this matter? Seeing none, the board will take this under advisement. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Calling
you.
item number 3, Qdoba Restaurant Corporation doing business as Qdoba Mexican Eats located at 101 Causeway Street. Holder of a common victular 7-day restricted wines and malt beverages license has petitioned to change the manager of the licensed business from Francisco Diaz to Jamie Zuluaga, who is present on behalf of the licensee. Is there anybody
Oh,
here? Oh, I
He
think-
is someone on a Samsung phone is on mute talking.
Yes, there we go.
Hi, my name is Jamie. I'm store manager at Qdoba Mexican 101 Causeway. I'm taking the license, the name of the host, Francisco Sanchez now is going to be on my name. Any questions?
Thank you for joining us today. You said your name is Jamie Zuluaga. Is that right?
Yes, I am. Jaime,
Okay.
just Jamie,
Okay.
I'm Spanish. Jaime Zuluaga, yes.
Thank you, Jaime, for joining us. I'm just going to ask you the 4 standard manager of record questions that this board asks of anyone who is applying to be a manager of record on an alcohol license. Are you a citizen?
Yes, I am.
Are you a resident of Massachusetts?
Yes, I live in Riviera,
Here.
Boston.
Do you have experience in the food and beverage industry?
21 years, yes.
Are you familiar with the rules and regulations of this board, the ABCC, and the laws of the Commonwealth as they pertain to the sale and service of alcohol?
Yes, I am.
Thank you very much. I don't have any other questions at this time. Commissioners Curran or Saxon, do you?
Nothing for me, thank you.
No questions for me, thank you.
Thank you. Are there any individuals who would like to testify on this matter, beginning with elected officials or their representatives? Are there any other individuals who would like to testify on this matter? Seeing none, the board will take this under advisement. Thank you very much.
So, sir, I'm all set.
You are all set for now. The board will vote this afternoon. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Calling item number 4, Qdoba Restaurant Corporation doing business as Qdoba Mexican Eats located at 17 to 23 Forsyth Street. Holder of a common victular 7-day wines and malt beverages license has petitioned to change the manager of the licensed business from Francisco Diaz to Jose Arroyo, who is present on behalf of the licensee.
Hey, good morning. This is Jose Arroyo. My address is 72 Eleanor Street, Chelsea, Mass. I am citizen. So any other questions, please let me know.
Thank you for joining us, Mr. Arroyo. I'm going to just ask a final 2 questions for every manager of record. Do you have experience in the food and beverage industry?
Yes, I do. 23 years.
Are you familiar with the rules and regulations of this board, the ABCC, and the laws of the Commonwealth as they pertain to the sale and service of alcohol?
Yes, I do.
Thank you very much. Thank you for joining us today. I don't have any questions. I'm going to ask Commissioner Saxon or Commissioner Curran. Do you have any questions?
None for me, thank you.
Nothing further for me, thank you.
Thank you. Are there any individuals who would like to testify on this matter, beginning with elected officials or their representatives? Are there any other individuals who would like to testify in this matter? Seeing none, the board will take this under advisement as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day, everyone.
You too. Thanks.
Thanks.
Calling item number 5, GRNARK of Mass LLC doing business as Ramsey's Kitchen located at 776 Boylston Street. Holder of a common victular 7-day alcoholic beverages license has petitioned to change the manager of the licensed business from Hector Javier Tovar to Michael Stephen Botello. Attorney Jean Richard. Attorney Richard.
Good morning, Madam Chairwoman, members of the board. This is actually Sam Richard, also Hurwitz Richard Sensiba LLP. On behalf of the applicant, with me is Mr. Botello. He's a Massachusetts resident and U.S. citizen who is familiar with the rules and regulations pertaining to the sale of alcoholic beverages. He has close to 25 years of experience in the restaurant business, most of which has been spent as a general manager of licensed establishments located throughout Massachusetts. Pending any questions, we request your approval of Mr. Botello as on-premises manager. Thank you.
Thank you, Attorney Richard. Is Mr. Botello here? If he is, could you take himself off mute and introduce himself to the board?
I am here right now. I apologize for the noise.
Thank you for joining us,
The
Mr.
Mandarin
Botello.
is running fire drill that just started. So I stepped outside. Let's see if I can step.
Thank you. Thanks for
Just a moment. So sorry.
fire drill. It's okay. Your attorney outlined your experience and your qualifications as manager of record. I don't have any questions. Commissioner Saxon or Commissioner Curran, do you?
Nothing further for me.
Thank you. Are there any individuals who would like to testify on this matter, beginning with elected officials or their representatives? Are there any other individuals who would like to testify on this matter? Seeing none, the board will take this matter under advisement. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks. Calling item number 6, Tiger Mama LLC, doing business as Tiger Mama, located at 1363 Boylston Street. Holder of a common victular 7-day alcoholic beverages license, has petitioned to change the DBA of the licensed business from Tiger Mama to Tenderonis. Who is present on behalf of the licensee?
I am Tiffany Faison.
Great. Thank you very much, Ms. Faison. If you would just briefly propose the new concept to the board.
Sure. Well, good morning to Madam Chairman and members of the board. We are essentially retaining all of the same specs of the former Tiger Mama space. It's 210 total seating. It's 140 indoor, 40 inside standing, and 30 outdoor seating. We're just over 2,600 square feet. So 2 bars remain the same. The only thing that changes is the style of service, slightly, a little more casual, and the cuisine. So we're moving from Southeast Asian to, roller disco pizza, as we do.
Thank you. Any questions from Chairwoman Joyce?
Thank you for joining us. I don't have any questions at this time. Commissioner Saxon, Commissioner Curran, do you?
No questions. Thank you.
Great. Thank you very much. Are there any individuals who would like to testify on this matter, beginning with elected officials or their representatives? Any other individuals who would like to testify on this matter? Seeing none, the board will take this under advisement. Thank you.
Thank you all.
Calling item number 7, SCJM Boston Beverage Company, Inc., doing business as the Four Seasons at 1 Dalton, located at 1 Dalton Street. Holder of a common victular 7-day alcoholic beverages license, has petitioned for a change of officers, directors, LLC managers. Attorney Andrew Upton. Attorney Upton.
Good morning, everyone. Andrew Upton from Upton, Connell, and Devlin for the licensee. We are proposing an officer change at the Four Seasons Hotel for the entity that holds the hotel-wide liquor license. Mr. Swaggerty and Mr. Cholman are replacing Mr. Berghartz and Mr. Kohler. There are no changes whatsoever to any aspect of operations at the licensed premise, just an officer change.
Thank you, Attorney Upton. I don't have any questions at this time. Commissioner Curran, Commissioner Saxon, do you?
No questions. Thank you.
No questions for me. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any individuals who would like to testify on this matter, beginning with elected officials or their representatives? Are there any other individuals who would like to testify on this matter? Board will take this under advisement. Thank you.
Thank you.
Calling item number 8, 1885 Center Street LLC, located at 1883 to 1889 Center Street in West Roxbury. Holder of a common victular 7-day alcoholic beverages license, has petitioned for a change of ownership interest. And secondly, has petitioned to change the manager of the licensed business from William J. Lombard to Quentin Jordan Prell. Attorney Marshall Newman. Attorney Newman.
Good morning. Edward Byrne, the transferee of the stock, should be on with me, as well as the Quentin Prell, the proposed new manager. I'll start with the new manager. Quentin Prell is a citizen of the United States. He's a resident of the Commonwealth, lives in Somerville. He is tip certified and he has more than 10 years experience as manager of licensed premises, both in California and here in the Commonwealth. And he's available if anybody has any question. In terms of the transfer of the stock, Edward Byrne already owns 75% of the stock, and he is acquiring the other 25% from William Lombard, who parenthetically is the former premises manager who's just decided to separate himself from the business.
Thank you, Attorney Newman. Is Mr. Prell available to turn himself off mute, take himself off mute, introduce himself?
Yeah, you're on. All right, good morning, everyone. I am the general manager of Boston Ale House, 1885 Center Street, West Roxbury. Been there since April this year. We opened June 1st. Available for any questions that you may have. Tip certified. Been in the industry since 1998.
Thank you for joining us. Mr. Prell, are you familiar with the rules and regulations of this board, the ABCC, and the laws of the Commonwealth as they pertain to the sale and service of alcohol?
Yes, I am.
Thanks. I have no further questions. Commissioner Saxon or Commissioner Curran, do you?
None for me, thank you.
No further questions for me. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any individuals who would like to testify in this matter, beginning with elected officials or their representatives? Are there any other individuals who would like to testify in this matter? Seeing none, the board will take this under advisement. Thank you.
Thank
you.
Calling item number 9, Hojoko LLC, doing business as Hojoko, located at 1271 to 1275 Boylston Street. Holder of an in-holder all alcoholic beverages license has petitioned to amend the description of the licensed business from hotel on 3 floors, basement, kitchen and storage, first floor, indoor dining, restaurant, bar and lounge area of 1,177 square feet with seating for 69, additional dining area of 777 square feet with seating for 44, outdoor dining, restaurant exterior, patio number 1 of 560 square feet with seating for 40, restaurant exterior patio 2 of 680 square feet with seating for 44. 2, hotel on 3 floors, basement, kitchen and storage, first floor, indoor dining, restaurant, bar, and lounge area of 1,177 square feet with seating for 18, plus 45 standing. Additional dining area of 777 square feet with seating for 92. Outdoor dining, restaurant exterior patio number 1 of 560 square feet with seating for 22, plus 13 standing. Restaurant exterior patio number 2 of 680 square feet with seating for 30, plus 17 standing. Exterior dining area of 702 square feet with seating for 42. Exterior pool patio of 2,900 square feet with seating for 26, tent outdoor event space of 3,200 square feet with maximum seating capacity of 213 and maximum standing occupancy of 457, exterior event waiting area, 4,130 square feet, total of 93 guest rooms in main hotel building of 20,600 square feet, 10 additional guest rooms in modular trailers, backstage outdoor event space of 11,676 square feet, room service throughout property, outdoor patios, pool patio, and outdoor event space located on private property. Total licensed property of 59,346 square feet. Total square footage, 59,346. Seating capacity, 230 seated, plus exterior event waiting area, plus 103 guest rooms. Occupancy number 305 seated and standing, plus exterior event waiting area, plus 103 guest rooms. Number of entrances, 14. Number of exits, 14. Number of floors, 3. Attorney Corey Wilk. Attorney Wilk.
Thank you. My name is Corey Wilk from Wilson and Stores. Madam Chairwoman, members of the board. We're happy to make this presentation on behalf of Hojoko LLC for the Verb Hotel. The hotel is currently licensed. What we're doing is adding 10 custom trailers in an end quote backstage area. That area has already opened. 9 of the 10 guest rooms have opened and been granted a license from the board under the in-holder component, with the condition that the liquor service not yet be expanded to that area unless and until this application was filed and approved by the Boston Licensing Board and the ABCC. So that's what this application is for. We've attached plans. I have with me, in case there are any questions, Rick Burnett, who's Hojoko General Manager, Chris D'Amelia from the hotel and Mike Fitzpatrick from the ownership group Samuels and Associates. So between the four of us, if there's any questions you have, we'd be happy to answer them.
Thanks, Attorney Wilk. So there's no operational changes today before us, just for this change of description, correct?
Correct. It's just the description.
Okay. I don't have any questions at this time. Commissioner Saxon or Commissioner Curran, do you?
No questions for me, thanks.
I do not, thank you.
Just want to jump back in. Has all of this been approved by ISD, the additional units?
Yes, my understanding is 9 of the 10 have already gotten their certificate, and the 10th one is not yet 100% complete, but will. Mike Fitzpatrick, who's on, can confirm that, but that's my understanding.
That is correct, Corey. You summed it up well.
Okay.
Thank you. Are there any? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Any further questions, Chair? No. Are there any individuals who would like to testify on this matter, beginning with elected officials or their representatives?
Yes, Madam Chair, members of the board, Connor Newman with the Mayor's Office of Neighborhood Services. At this time, the mayor would like to defer to the judgment of the board. We had the applicant reach out to abutters and also meet with the local civic association, the Fenway Civic. We understand there were no objections raised. With that, we defer to the board. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any other individuals who would like to testify on this matter? Seeing none, the board will take this under advisement. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Calling items 10 through 17. This is a single transactional matter regarding 8 Logan Airport licensees. Delaware North Boston Flight LLC, doing business as Altastrada, Be Good Burger, Mija Cantina, Be Good Burger, Boston Bruins Bar, Monica's Mercado, Payway, Wolfgang Puck Pizza, and Tito Tacos, all located at Logan Airport. Holder of common victular licenses have petitioned for a change of officers, directors, LLC managers, and have also petitioned for a change in ownership interest. Who is present on behalf of the licensee?
Good morning, Chairwoman Joyce, Commissioners, Secretary Green, Tom Miller from McDermott, Quilty and Miller on behalf of the licensee. One note, thank you, Danny, for calling all of these together and not doing this one at a time. One note, you mentioned these were common victulars. They were common victular 7 days.
My bad, yes.
Licenses.
Yes, these are airport common victular 7-day alcoholic beverages license with 2 wines and malt, I believe.
Yep, I just wanted to be clear.
Thank you.
I'm here representing the licensee in their applications for the change of LLC managers and ownership interest. This will update the ownership in the licensee, removing a former LLC member and manager, City Fresh Foods, transferring that interest to Delaware North Company's Travel Hospitality Services, an already existing LLC member. This update then necessitates an update to the LLC managers. The licensee is replacing former manager from City Fresh Foods with the manager from Travel Hospitality Services and updating previous manager from Travel Hospitality Services. There are no other changes either to the beneficial interest of the licensee or management of the licensee. There is no change to the day-to-day operations. The manager of record is staying. I'm going to continue to operate these restaurants in the manner the board is accustomed. We want to thank you for hearing these applications today, and we're happy to answer any questions you may have.
Thank you, Attorney Miller. I don't have any questions. Commissioner Saxon, Commissioner Curran.
No questions from me, thank you.
No questions, thank you.
Thank you. Are there any individuals who would like to testify on these matters, beginning with elected officials or their representatives? Are there any other individuals who would like to testify on these matters? Seeing none, the board will take this under advisement. Thank you.
Thank you.
Calling item number 18, Tastes SMA Logan LLC, doing business as Berkshire Farms, located at Logan Airport Terminal A in East Boston. Holder of an airport common victular 7-day wines and malt beverages license has petitioned to change the category of its license from a Section 12 wines and malt beverages license to a Section 12 all alcoholic beverages license. Attorney Albert DiNapoli. Attorney DiNapoli.
Thank you very much, Mr. Green. Hello, Commissioners. My name is Al DiNapoli. I represent Taste SMA. We've been in operation a number of years with a malt and beer, malt and wine license to location. We have a need to make this a full alcohol license. We have a number of guests who find that the more, if you will, fast service of the market as opposed to the two sit-down restaurants that are in Terminal A are more appealing to them so that they can make their flights on time. This is all past security. A number of guests have asked for drinks beyond the beer and wine that we serve. When we told them that we hadn't have that ability to serve them as such, they have left. And we think this is something of public service that we can provide to airplane travelers in that location. One of the other licenses is going under remodeling and will be out of business for a number of months. And we believe that too will exacerbate the need for a full service, fast food service restaurant in Terminal A. Antonio Aliseo, who is the manager of record, is, I believe, also on the Zoom here and can answer any questions you may have specifically about the operation.
How long have you had the 7-day wine and malt license at this location?
I believe it has been 6 years, if my memory serves me correctly. I don't have that right in front of me right now, Madam Commissioner. Of course, things during COVID, things shut down and changed quite considerably at the airport.
Sure. Thank you. I don't have any questions. Commissioner Saxon, Commissioner Curran?
No questions. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any individuals who would like to testify on this matter, beginning with elected officials or their representatives? Are there any other individuals who would like to testify on this matter? Seeing none, the board will take this matter under advisement as well. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Have a good day.
And you. Calling item number 19, Love Child LLC, doing business as Love Child, located at 364 West Broadway in South Boston. Holder of a retail package store alcoholic beverages license has petitioned to amend the closing hour of the licensed business from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Who is present on behalf of the licensee?
Hi, my name is Crystal Mills. I'm one of the owners of Love Child. We're located, as you said, at 364 West Broadway in South Boston. And we are hoping to amend our license from closing from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. We have conducted neighborhood meetings with the St. Vinny's Neighborhood Association and do have their support. We also held an abutters meeting and we have met no objections with increasing our hours of operation.
Thank you very much. Chairman Joyce, do you have any questions for the licensee?
I don't at this time. Commissioner Saxon or Commissioner Curran?
No questions for me at this time. Thank you.
Not at this time. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any individuals who would like to testify on this matter, beginning with elected officials or their representatives?
Yes, Madam Chair, members of the board, Connor Newman with the Mayor's Office of Neighborhood Services. This time, the Mayor's Office would like to defer to the judgment of the board. As you heard from the applicant, there was a community process. No concerns were raised at the October 13th abutters meeting. They went on to the St. Vincent Lower End Neighborhood Association, and the Civic expressed no concerns or reservations about the closing time being extended to 9 p.m. With that, we defer to the board. Thank you.
Good morning, Madam of the Chair, members of the board. Ana Calderon from Council President Flink's office. The councilor would like to go on record in support. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any other individuals who would like to testify on this matter? Board will take this under advisement as well. Thank you. Calling item number 20, TYP Restaurant Group, Inc., doing business as Tender Greens, located at 100 Huntington Ave. Holder of a common victualler 7-day wines and malt beverages license has petitioned to transfer the license and the location from the above to Ma La Tao Ma Inc., doing business as Szechuan Mountain House, located at 89 Brighton Avenue, Unit 101. Premise consists of a 1-story building, approximately 3,000 square feet, with a seating capacity of around 80, 1 entrance exit for the kitchen, and 2 entrance and exits, 3 in total for customers. Restaurant hours are 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Ming Lin, manager, attorney Bill Zhao. Attorney Zhao?
Good morning. My name is Bill Zhao, and I'm the attorney for the applicants. Here with me is the president, Mr. Ming Lin, as well as the alcohol manager, Miss Jian Huang. This will be a brand new restaurant in a brand new building, consisting of about 3,100 square foot, and with a seating capacity of 80. And we have contract to purchase license from TYP Restaurant Group INC and relocate that license to this new location. And the alcohol manager is experienced. Business hour will be from 11 to 11, and we're happy to answer any questions.
Thank you, Attorney Zhao. Just to clarify, in the description, it says the premises consists of a one-story building. Is it a one-story restaurant within a building?
Correct. It's a one story on the ground floor within a building of several stories.
Okay. And is Ming Lin, the manager, going to be the manager of record?
The manager of alcohol on the record would be Miss Jian Huang, who is also online.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello. The description says Ming Lin manager.
Ming Lin is the president.
Okay. Danny, what do we need to do? Because there's an error in the description as far as the manager.
There is. I'll need to make sure. I'm trying to quickly go back to the application. I believe who was applied for as manager of record in the application was Ming Lin. So I believe at minimum we would need a revised application with a new advertisement to go out.
We do have 3 Corey authorization listing 3 of them. One is Mr. Ming as the president, Mr.
Yes, I'm just looking to see who was applied for as the actual manager of record here. So hang on just one moment.
We just want to make sure we get it right and that the advertisement reflected what you're trying to do business-wise. So let us just verify that.
Yep, hang on one moment. I'm pulling up your application as we speak. Things are just running a little slowly this morning.
Yeah, item section 12, manager applications, Jian Huang.
That is correct. It was advertised incorrectly, but we do have the correct application here for Jian Wang. So we will get back to you on next steps. This will need to be reprinted on a future agenda, but we can still ask Jian Huang, the manager of record, questions this morning.
Thank you.
Thank you. Is Chen Wang here?
Yes,
I'm here.
Can you show your video?
Yes, if you could put your video on. Oh, thank you. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for your patience as we figure this out. Are you a citizen?
Yes,
Are you a resident of the Commonwealth?
I'm the resident in the Stoneham.
Stoneham, great.
Yeah.
Do you have experience in the food and beverage industry?
Yes, I work in the Vapiano Boston restaurant for 2 years. They have a bar, pizza, salad. They're an Italian restaurant.
Okay. And are you familiar with the rules and regulations of this board, the ABCC, and the laws of the Commonwealth as they pertain to the sale and service of alcohol?
Yes.
Okay. So we've asked you the 4 questions we ask of anyone who's looking to become a manager of record. And we're gonna work with you and your attorney to clear up the description as far as one room on the ground floor, and as well as updating the official manager of record. So Danny and Maria from my office will be in touch with you after this hearing.
Yes, we'll be
Okay.
reaching out because yes, you're correct. Section 12 did list correctly Chen Huang. Page 1 of the application does list Ming Lin, so we'll need to revise page 1 of the application. But we'll be in touch with you to make sure we get that correct, so that we can move forward appropriately.
Sure, thank you.
Thank
very
you.
much.
Are
I
there
just
any
want to
further
add-
questions from Chairwoman Joyce or the commissioners at this point?
No questions.
None for me, thank you.
None for me, thanks.
Thank you. Are there any individuals who would like to testify on this matter, beginning with elected officials or their representatives?
Yes, good morning. Frank Mendoza here, also Brighton Liaison from the Mayor's Office of Neighborhood Services, here to testify that the applicant, having completed their community engagement process, had no significant opposition from abutters or the Civic Association. The board should have on file a letter from the Alston Civic Association sent earlier this morning approving the proposal with the proviso that all applicable health and safety measures be adhered to, the building be properly maintained, trash and snow removal be consistent, and at closing the crowd is dispersed and loitering is prevented. At this time, I'd like to defer to the judgment of the board. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any other individuals who would like to testify on this matter? Board will take this under advisement. Thank you.
Thank you.
Calling item number 21, Bombalati Inc., located at 250 Hanover Street. Holder of a common victual or 7-day alcoholic beverages license has petitioned to transfer the license from the above to Umbria North End Inc., doing business as Umbria at the same location. Joseph D. Pasquale, manager, 1 a.m. closing hour. Secondly, has updated the description of premise from in 2 rooms on first floor with kitchen and seasonal dining, terrace main entrance at 250 Hanover Street, exits into parking lot and through terrace in 2 rooms on second floor with 2 seasonal terraces, emergency egress off terrace and basement for storage, capacity 178 on first floor and 190 on second floor. 2 in 2 rooms on the first floor with bar, kitchen, and annual outdoor terrace, approximately 1,000 square feet, 60 seats. Main entrance at 250 Hanover Street with 2 exits through the terrace. In 2 rooms on the second floor with annual outdoor terrace with bar, terrace approximately 2,300 square feet, 80 seats and 12 bar seats. Emergency egress from terrace to lower terrace, basement for storage, both outdoor terraces located on private property with 1 a.m. closing hour. Capacity 178 first floor, 190 second floor. Attorney Bill Ferrulo. Attorney Ferrulo.
Good morning, Madam Chairwoman, members of the board. We're here before you today for transfer of a restaurant license formerly known as Fury's, which has been at 250 Hanover Street for the last 22 years, to Frank Di Pasquale's new venture called Umbria North and Inc., to be managed by his son Joseph. Frank's with me and Joseph is on a separate line. Frank is the 100% shareholder of this new business. It will remain as a fine dining Italian restaurant. The capacity will remain the same. Hours of operation will remain the same. There'll be some renovations to take place to update the restaurant. And this board has approved Joseph Di Pasquale as a manager in the past, as well as the ABCC for 2 restaurants in the North End. Frank and Joseph own 7 restaurants within a block of this location, and they live within a block of this location as well. As far as management, the board is, I think, quite familiar with the restaurant operations known as Di Pasquale Ventures. This will be the newest acquisition. And Mr. Di Pasquale, under a separate LLC, will be owner of the real estate as well.
Thank you. Thanks for that explanation, Attorney Ferrulo. Just for my own clarification, which 2 restaurants is Joseph already approved as manager?
He's approved at Asiago on Prince, and he's approved at Trattoria Il Panino Hanover on Hanover Street.
Thank you. I don't have any questions. Commissioner Saxon, do you, or Commissioner Curran?
No questions for me, thank you.
No questions, thank you.
Thank you. Are there any individuals who would like to testify on this matter, beginning with elected officials or their representatives? Are there any other individuals who would like to testify on this matter? Seeing none, the board will take this under advisement as well. Thank you.
Thank you.
Calling item 22, RNG Enterprises, Inc., doing business as Sagarinos, located at 106 South Street. Holder of a retail package all alcoholic beverages license has petitioned to transfer the license from the above to YMY Enterprises LLC, doing business as Indomart Liquor and Spirits at the same location. Budi Setiono, manager, closing hour 10 p.m. Attorney Hyman Stramer. Attorney Stramer. I see Attorney Stramer in on the attendee list. Are you with us?
I see him. Maybe he's frozen.
Yes, he appears to be frozen.
Good morning.
Oh, here we go. We can hear you. Your audio is lagging. You might want to turn off your video so that we can hear you a little better.
Chairwoman and members of the board. I represent. Turn off the video. Is that better?
We'll see. Can you try speaking? Your video is still on right now. Oh. You may have. No, he's still with us.
Go ahead, attorney.
I see you're muted now, attorney. Hang on. I just asked you to unmute. Let's see if that helps.
Is that, am I unmuted?
You're good now. Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, good. Okay, I think I may be having somewhat of an internet problem. Could be weather related, but in any case, good morning, Madam Chairwoman and members of the board. My name is Attorney Hyman Stramer, 134 Main Street, Milford, Massachusetts. I represent the applicant, YMY Enterprises LLC, in the transfer of this all alcoholic beverages license, and Mr. Budi Setiono, who is the manager of the LLC and the proposed manager of the premises, is here to answer any questions of the board.
Thank you. Is Mr. Setiono with us?
Yes,
If he
I'm
is,
here.
could you turn
here we
us?
see you.
Oh, there you are. Thank you.
Yes, I am. How are you today, guys?
Good. Thank you for joining us today. I'm going to ask you the manager of record questions. Are you a citizen?
Yes, I am.
Are you a resident of Massachusetts?
Yes, I am.
And where do you live?
I live in 7 Tech Street, Quincy, Mass. 02170.
Thank you. Do you have experience in the food and beverage industry?
Yes, I do.
How many years experience do you have?
It's about 5 years. I was working Stop and Shop on liquor department.
Okay.
Also
Thank
on
you.
the contest, yeah.
So are you familiar with the rules and regulations of this board, the ABCC, and the laws of the Commonwealth as they pertain to the sale and service of alcohol?
Yes, I am.
I don't have any other questions at this time. Commissioner Curran or Commissioner Saxon, do you?
I do not. Thank you.
No questions from me. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any individuals who would like to testify on this matter, beginning with elected officials or their representatives? Are there any other individuals who would like to testify on this matter? Seeing none, the board will take this under advisement. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Calling item number 23, New Pete's LLC, doing business as Brandy Pete's, located at 267 Franklin Street. Holder of a common victular 7-day all alcoholic beverages license has petitioned to transfer the license and the location from the above to BCP Beat TRS LLC, doing business as Morrissey Hall, located at 135 Morrissey Boulevard. Premises shall include rooms on 4 levels with a seasonal back patio and roof deck as follows: 3 large rooms and 1 outdoor seasonal May to October patio on the first floor of private property, approximately 35,098 square feet with seating capacity of 237 with the same hours of operation as the indoor area. 2 rooms on the second floor, 1 space on the third floor, 1 outdoor roof deck on the fourth floor, including dedicated bathrooms, hallways, staircases, and support storage areas as shown in plans filed with the board. Douglas Ferryman, manager, closing hour 9 p.m. And lastly, is petition for the approval of a management agreement between BCP Beat TRS LLC and CFHA The Beat LLC. Attorney Jennifer Schultz. Attorney Schultz.
Thank you, Mr. Green. This is actually Ashley Tan of Sullivan Worcester with an address of 1 Post Office Square, Boston. Good morning, Madam Chair and members of the board. here on behalf of BCBP TRS, the proposed transferee of a 7-day all alcohol license from New Pete's LLC. So with me are Doug Fairman, who is the proposed manager of record, as well as Mike Loring and Matt, who I believe are on the call on behalf of the applicant. So the applicant is proposing to open a new food hall located at the old Boston Globe headquarters, located at 135 Morrissey, which is being converted to a new life science building. So the food hall will mainly serve, tenants of the building, but will also be open to the public and be a benefit to neighbors or folks who walk by on their way after work and want to grab a drink or some food. And the food hall will mainly be on the ground floor, but there will also be an outdoor seasonal patio in the rear of the ground floor, as well as a rooftop deck. We are also at this time requesting approval of a management agreement with Kraft Food Hall, who operates a few other food halls and similar buildings in the greater Boston area. The proposed manager of record will be Douglas Fairman, who has over 22 years of experience both managing and owning liquor licenses in Boston. We were not actually required to host a community meeting given the location of the more isolated location of this premise, but we did appear in front of both the planning and general meetings of Columbia Savin Hill Civic Association and got their approvals earlier this year. So the team is here to answer any questions, and thank you.
Thank you, Attorney Tan. I know we did do a site visit out there a while back. And looking at the plans, it looks like not much has changed from what we discussed that day in person.
Correct.
I have no questions about the transfer or the management agreement this time, but Mr. Ferryman, is he here?
Yes. Yep.
Oh, thank you. Are you a citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a resident of Massachusetts?
Yes, I live in Waltham, Massachusetts, 20 Michael Chris Drive.
Do you have experience in the food and beverage industry?
Yes, over 23 years.
And are you familiar with the rules and regulations of this board, the ABCC, and the laws of the Commonwealth as they pertain to the sale and service of alcohol?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Commissioner Saxon, do you have any questions, or Commissioner Curran?
I have no questions. Thank you.
No questions for me. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Are there any individuals who would like to testify on this matter, beginning with elected officials or their representatives?
Yes, good morning, Madam Chair, members of the board. George Schwinn with the Mayor's Office of Neighborhood Services. The applicant did outreach to abutters privately and received approval from them, as well as the Columbia Savin Hill Civic Association. At this time, our office will defer judgment to the board. Thank you.
Madam Chair, members of the board, good morning. Julie Ryan from City Council Frank Baker's office. We would like to go on record in support of this applicant. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any other individuals who would like to testify on this matter?
Yes, my name is Marta Carney. I live at 254 Savin Hill Ave, Dorchester, Mass. Good morning, Madam Chair and members Karen and Saxon. As a resident, I do support the transfer of this victualler license. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any other individuals who would like to testify on this matter? Board will take this under advisement. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Calling item number 24, 81 L Street LLC, doing business as Sixth Gear, located at 81 L Street in South Boston. Holder of a common victualler 7-day wines and malt beverages with liqueurs license has petitioned to transfer the license from the above to Petula's LLC, doing business as Petula's at the same location. Rachel Titcomb, manager, 12 a.m. closing hour. Secondly, has petitioned to pledge the license to Salem 5 Bank. Attorney Amanda Risch. Attorney Risch.
Good morning, members of the board. It's actually Attorney Michael Brangwin from the law firm of Fletcher Tilton. Here with me today in my office is Rachel Titcomb, the proposed manager. The applicant has requested a transfer of liquor license to Petula's LLC to be operated at the same location, 81 L Street in South Boston. They've also requested a pledge of the liquor license to Salem 5 Cent Savings Bank in relation to a commercial business loan and to appoint Rachel as manager. Rachel has more than 15 years of experience in the food and beverage industry. She's a U.S. citizen resident of the Commonwealth living in South Boston. And she's familiar with the rules and regulations of the Boston Licensing Board, the ABCC, and the laws of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts as they relate to the sale and service of alcoholic beverages. With respect to the transfer, this is going to be the same location. The license is just being transferred, but this is going to be a new operator at the same location. There's a bit of a different concept, and I want Rachel to just speak briefly about the new concept. And with respect to the pledge, I'm happy to answer any questions about that, but it is, we've submitted the paperwork in relation to a business loan and all the financial information included with our application material. So with that, I'd like to turn it over briefly to Rachel. She'll tell you a little bit about Petula's, and I think they're hoping to open in February of 2023.
Good morning, everyone. As Rick mentioned, I've lived and worked in South Boston for the past 12 years. Petula's is going to be an all-day cafe offering breakfast, lunch, and dinner with health-conscious menu options. Happy to answer any additional questions you might have about the concept.
So we would ask that the board approve the transfer pledge and the appointment of Rachel as manager, and we're both happy to answer any questions the board may have. Thank you.
Rachel, just a little bit more on the concept. You said it's going to be open breakfast, lunch, and dinner?
Correct.
And correct me if I'm wrong, Petula's is going to be modeled after a similar place in New York City. Is that right? Similar concept?
Yes, the all-day cafe concept, kind of similar to, a couple places in New York City.
Okay. Thanks so much. I don't have any questions, Commissioner Saxon or Commissioner Curran.
No questions from me. Thank you.
No questions. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any individuals who would like to testify on this matter, beginning with elected officials or their representatives? Are there any other individuals who would like to testify on this matter? Seeing none, the board will take this under advisement. Thank you.
Thank you, members of the board.
Thank you.
Thank you. Item number 25 has been continued to next week's transactional hearing at the request of the applicant. Again, item number 25 will be heard next Wednesday, November 2nd at our transactional hearing. Item number 26 has already been approved by the board. It is only reappearing to correct a defect in the notice and the application. We're now calling item number 27, Nice Noodles LLC, doing business as Blue Sakura, located at 12 Brighton Ave in Alston. Has applied for a common victular 7-day alcoholic beverages license to be exercised on the above. Total premise of 2,300 and 23,000. Let's clarify that. This is a number that doesn't really make sense. It seems like it might be 23,230 square feet. Located at 12 Brighton Ave in Alston, consisting of one room on the first floor of 700 square feet, dining room of 68 seats, bar of 8 seats, and open concept kitchen in the rear. 2 bathrooms in the rear hall, storage on the first floor. Hours of operation 10 a.m. to 12 a.m. Sunday through Saturday. Manager I-Dong Lin, closing time 12 p.m. I do believe that's 12 a.m., but let's ask to clarify that as well. Who is present on behalf of the applicant?
Hello, my name is Rebecca. I'm the representative for the I-Dong Lin as the recording the manager. And he's online too. If you want, he can say hi for you guys. If you can ask for his name.
Okay.
Yeah, he's like I-Dong's iPhone is online, but he can because he born in China as a citizen, as an American, but he cannot speak English very well. But I will help him answer all the questions you guys have.
Sure. Through you to Mr. Lin, are you a citizen of the United States?
Yes, he is a citizen of the United States of Massachusetts. He over lived in Massachusetts more than 10 years.
Okay, and where does he live in Massachusetts?
I give you the address. Will be the part is Boston, Brooklyn Street, Boston.
Okay. Is that? I just want to make sure I'm looking at the right person. Is that him? The green T-shirt on.
Yeah, yes, he is in the kitchen. I-Dong's iPhone. He's there.
Does Mr. Lin have experience in the food and beverage industry?
That's the first time he applied for the ABCC license, but his partner is named Wan Liang Yang, is already have the manager of the license to run the with the full liquor license restaurant more than 10 years. Yeah, so he doesn't have any restaurant named at I don't Linzer with the liquor license. He's as the manager for apply the first under his name, but he ever work and his partner already have the experience run the liquor license more than 10 years with another partner.
Okay, so has Mr. Lin ever worked in the food industry?
Yeah, yes, he worked in the full liquor license restaurant. Yeah.
Mr. Lin has.
Yeah.
Okay, and through you to Mr. Lin, is he familiar with the rules and regulations of this board, the ABCC, and the laws of the Commonwealth as they pertain to the sale and service of alcohol?
Yes, he already applied in provide all the documents that he has already finished all the steps like the board asked for.
Okay. And then what is the actual square footage of this premise?
2323. I don't know. I just watched that. So like the square.
Looks like there's an extra zero. Yep, just
Got
looks
it.
like there's an extra zero.
Thank you. And the
Okay.
closing hour, I'm assuming, is 12 a.m.
Actually, it should be 11:30 for the like weekends, but most time we close the regular day almost like 11. You know, it's not like we wonder is the time can be end of the whole day, but we will close early. It's just sometimes do the liquor license we close the exact time, but the customer may be delayed for 30 minutes.
Okay, so it should, you wanted to say 10 a.m. to 12 a.m. because that's after 11:30 p.m., right? But
Yeah.
you'll
But
close.
we close 11:30 most time.
Okay.
We don't serve alcohol after 11:30, but if customers stay inside for 30 minutes delay. So.
Okay, Danny, do you have any other questions for the attorney or Mr.
No,
Lin?
I think the two questions I had in reading this have both been clarified now. So we'll work with you to get a revised application to clarify those two things. But that's good on my end. Any further questions from you, Chair?
No questions for me. Thank you.
Any Commissioner Carn or Commissioner Saxon? Any questions?
Not at this time.
None for me. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any individuals who would like to testify on this matter, beginning with elected officials or their representative?
Good morning. Yes, Frank Mendoza here, also in Brighton liaison from the Mayor's Office of Neighborhood Services, here to testify that having completed their community engagement process, our office is unaware at this time of any significant opposition from either abutters or the community at large. The applicant also attended the monthly meeting of the Alston Civic Association and received a letter of approval from the ACA with the same provisos as their previous letter of support for the previous applicant. As usual, deferring to the judgment of the board, and thanks very much.
Thank you. Are there any other individuals who would like to testify on this matter? The board will take this under advisement. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Calling item number 28, Via Canucha LLC, doing business as Via Canucha, located at 1739 Dorchester Ave in Dorchester, has applied for a common victual or 7-day wines and malt beverages license to be exercised on the above. Premise consists of 2,200 square foot restaurant with kitchen and 10 tables with a 4-seat bar, basement for storage and food preparation. Manager Sedania Kiros, closing time 2 a.m. Attorney Andrew Upton. Attorney Upton.
Good morning, everyone. Andrew Upton for the applicant. With us today are Stefano Clarissima, the chef owner, and Sedania Kiros, the wife of Stefano and the proposed manager of record. We're applying for a new wine and malt license for a casual Italian restaurant. This license has location has previously been licensed 2 times. We've undergone a thorough community process where we have support from Greater Ashmont Main Streets, the Ashmont Hills Civic Association, the St. Mark's Area Civic Association, and we have had a successful abutters meeting with George Wynn. Stefano is a experienced chef. He was born in Rome. He has worked in France and across the world. He and his wife now live in Dorchester, and it is their dream to have their own restaurant to make their own home style comfort Italian food. And they are looking forward to it. Stefano will be the chef preparing the food. Sedania will run the front of the house and be the manager of record. She is a U.S. citizen. She is a Mass and Dorchester resident. She's familiar with the rules and regulations. She has experience in the food and liquor service industry as a waitress and server, and she is in the process of signing up for TIPS training. With that, we're glad to answer any questions.
Thank you. I don't have any particular questions about the concept, but Stefano, did you operate a bakery at one point?
No, I used to work at Italy and 7-Star Bakery and in Italy as well.
He is an experienced baker, and this location used to be a bakery. That may be what we're thinking of.
Okay, all right. I think I'm very familiar. I don't have any other questions at this time. Commissioner Saxon, Commissioner Curran?
Questions from me, thank you.
No questions, thank you.
Thank you. Are there any individuals who would like to testify on this matter, beginning with elected officials or their representatives?
Yes, Madam Chair, members of the board, George Schwinn with the Mayor's Office of Neighborhood Services. Our office hosted an abutters meeting for the applicant on October 12th, and the proposal received full support from community members, including the St. Mark's Area Civic Association, the Ashmont Hill Association, as well as Greater Ashmont Main Street. At this time, our office will defer judgment to the board. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any other individuals who would like to testify on this matter? Board will take this under advisement as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Those are all the items before the board this morning. That will adjourn the transactional hearing. And once again, as a reminder, the board's voting hearing will take place this afternoon at 1 o'clock. Notice has been posted to the city's website. Thank you, everybody. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you.